Right, so what are we up to now? Is it like day 15, 16, maybe 17? I don't even know what we're up to right now. All I can say is I'm shocked we're still going. But with us doing this big quest to upload daily till the end of the year, I thought it'd be the perfect time to do some slightly different videos. One thing I've noticed is with videos like the ones that I make and what other people make, you lot at home don't really get to see the aftermath. I know when I see a YouTuber I really like, and they talk about a topic, and it's a big drama going on, and then they just stop talking about it, I'm sat there wondering sometimes, what actually happened afterwards? Are they mates now? Do they still hate each other? Is there like a lawsuit pending or some shit? I don't know. Which is why I thought it'd be a great idea to post this onto my YouTube community page today, where I basically ask you guys to send me a bunch of assumptions or just even questions or just anything you guys want to know about my videos specifically, and maybe some stuff not related to videos, but mainly videos. And you never know, if you guys like this, then I might do more of it, and I think next time I'll probably do it over on my Instagram instead and ask you guys for questions and assumptions and whatnot over there. So if you guys do want to go and follow my Instagram at MARKIE, that'll be the best place to get involved in videos, okay? But yeah, last but not least, before we do get in the clusterfuck of these questions, I do just want to say we're trying to reach 350,000 subscribers on this channel, and at the minute, we're not really close, are we? But we are slowly getting there, okay? So if you do want to help out the cause and maybe scroll down and check the subscribe button, and if it's not clicked, maybe click it. That would make my bloody week. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this, shall we? Oh, so the first assumption is coming from none other than iNabber, and he said, "You are actually bald." Hey, Fraser, I'm glad you stopped by, mate. But yes, guys, the reason I wear this hat all the time is because I literally don't have a single hair on my head right now, okay? You've caught me. Now, in actual reality, it's unfortunately the complete opposite right now. The reason why I'm wearing a hat is because I have too much hair on my head. Based in the UK right now, we're currently in, like, tier 3 lockdown, which means, like, everything non-essential is closed, meaning barbers are closed. And I haven't been able to get my hair cut for, like, over a month now, and it is a mess, okay? It is literally like a fucking nest on my head. So that's the reason you've got my hat right now. But we're actually getting moved to a tier 2 lockdown in like a week, which means barbers will be open. So I can get a haircut, okay? So we can get rid of the hat in a week. Just be patient, for fuck's sake. Assumption, you kind of enjoy Trisha's and Nick's videos and you watch them in your spare time unrelated to making videos on there. Oh, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? I wonder how many people actually think that. Do you guys actually believe that I sit there on a night when I'm not recording videos and just binge watch Trisha Paytas videos like it's my guilty pleasure? Unfortunately, that's not the case. In fact, my normal videos that I would watch off camera were probably very, very different to what you guys would probably assume. Literally, the only thing I watch on YouTube, other than my mate, is like past MMA fighters podcasts. Sounds a bit niche, doesn't it? But no, there's a lot of like legends from the UFC who now have podcasts and they talk about their experiences on the UFC. And I find that stuff really interesting because you never really got to see it behind the scenes of people's careers in sport until like this big media rise in the past decade or so. And that's also going with YouTubers as well. I like to watch YouTubers podcasts if they're talking about like what they've done on YouTube, maybe like business wise or something like that. It's really boring. I don't know why I'm saying this, but yeah, in conclusion, no, I don't watch Trisha videos. I'm actually a boring fuck. Okay, right, next question. Has a YouTuber ever contacted you to either take down the video or make a positive one about them? Oh, Alicia, that's very interesting. And Francesca just replied, "Oh, good one." It was a good one, wasn't it, Francesca, mate? Yes. Yes, a lot. I mean, maybe not a lot. That's probably the wrong word because you're going to think like hundreds or something. But quite a few. I'd say I wouldn't be able to count on one hand the amount of YouTubers that have contacted me to like take a video down at least. I think one that kind of sticks out because this one was in person. And it's kind of the only real one in person that someone's asked me to take a video down. Was at a YouTube event a couple of years ago. I had made a video on Jordan Houston, which did like particularly well or whatever. And I actually saw Jordan at this event and he asked me to take the video down. And when I said no, he wanted me to edit like a portion of the video out, but I couldn't because the way YouTube works, once a video gets over 100k views, you can't edit it anymore. So that's one that sticks out, but I wouldn't hold that against him now. That's like I said, a couple years ago. And there's definitely been a few when I used to make videos on like the TikTok creeps, you know, them people who like react to kids dancing on TikTok and stuff and have like the love heart eye emojis in the thumbnails. Yeah, they definitely did ask me to take them down. I say ask, but in the case of Patrick Minor, he just threatened to remove my kneecaps if I didn't. So I guess that's a polite way of going around it. But yeah, there definitely has been. There's also been like quite a bunch of YouTubers that you guys will know that have like DM'd me in the past about videos I've made on people they know, and they say like they didn't particularly get along with them that well either. And the weirdest thing about this, on some of them I don't notice until like a few months later because I didn't know who they were at the time, and now I do. So one that sticks out, and the reason I bring this up now is because like last week I realized that Alex Warren from the Hype House DM'd me like a year ago. It was a video I did on someone. I don't think I should say the name in case they are like mates or whatever now, but it was someone that he knew in person, and he basically DM'd me saying the video was good or whatever, and that he also hated this person, and I just saw it last week. But yeah, I'll leave that for you guys, I guess, I reckon. Who do you think it was about, eh? About a year ago? Maybe a little bit longer than a year ago? Who could it be? Assumption, you get copyright stricken a lot. I don't think stricken's a word, but we'll go with it. I've definitely had strikes on my channel from YouTubers that I've made videos on. I think one that sticks out is Sniper Wolf, who striked 3 of my videos, like, pretty much at the exact same time, and got my channel terminated for, like, about 2 hours. Luckily, YouTube jumped on it pretty quickly and reinstated the channel because it was a fucking nightmare. It was just bullshit, really. Which is a thing, because a lot of people that I make videos on, and there'll be things that they do that I don't like, but I'll never really go on my way to say, like, I genuinely dislike this person. I think they are an awful, awful human. I mean, that's apart from certain people, you know, like Jeffree Star, maybe. But after play Sniper Wolf literally went out of a way to get my channel fully terminated, okay? That's literally just wiping someone's job away from them. I think it should be fair to say that I genuinely dislike the woman, okay? That was horrible, Sniper Wolf. But that wasn't even a copyright strike. That was like a guideline strike. She said it was like pretty much like harassing her by making the videos. But as for copyright, I don't know if I ever have had a copyright strike. I've definitely had a lot of copyright claims, okay? So the difference between them, dead quick. A copyright strike will mean that your video gets taken down and you get a strike on your channel. If you get 3 of them, you get terminated. 2 of them, you get banned for 2 weeks. And 1 of them's like a warning and you also can't live stream. But copyright claims, which is probably more beneficial to the person you're making a video on, which is why they do it more often, which means that they can claim copyright on your video just by you reacting to them and take all the money from the video. And I've had that a lot. I've had that a hell of a lot. I think I've probably lost thousands of dollars, like, from people who've copyright claimed my videos. I mean, yeah, 1,000,000% I've lost thousands of dollars from it. And some of the times it can be, like, the most bullshit thing ever. Like, I remember in one of my previous videos, we reacted to Griffin Johnson's diss track, and he copyright claimed that video, and I'm thinking, who the fuck copyright claims a diss track on YouTube? But yeah, there's definitely been a lot of that, so hopefully that answers your question. Do you actually enjoy putting out drama videos? It's fun to watch you poke fun at people when they're being idiots, but sometimes you seem actually stressed about their shit. I'm just a stressed person in general, I think. To answer your question, yes, I do enjoy making the videos, and I've never came away from making a video on someone and really been that stressed about it afterwards. I kind of just get it all out in the video, you know? But yeah, I do enjoy making the videos, and I think you'd be lying if you said that you don't secretly enjoy drama on YouTube sometimes. I think, yeah, it can be very annoying, but it's always a little bit interesting, isn't it? I think the difference about now compared to maybe like 2 or 3 years ago on the Marky channel is that I only tend to pick drama that isn't that really deep, you know? Which is why you'll notice if a really big drama happens where realistically the best thing to do in that scenario is talk to the police rather than Calamari make a YouTube video about it. You won't see me talk about that topic. Which is what I think is the reason why I still enjoy making these videos, because I'm not sat here talking about horrible, horrible things that are literally criminal most of the time, you know? So I think if I did do that, then yes, I would feel very stressed and probably ruin my mood 24/7. So I try to avoid that. It's not even that I try to avoid it based on just that as well. It's because I don't think I'm the best person to talk about that. Like, why do you need to hear Calamari talk about shit that he really has no business talking about? I think there's a lot of YouTubers that when something really serious happens, they just jump on it straight away, make a video about it, and they don't really think about the consequences of what they're saying, if you get me. I think I would have definitely been guilty of that like 2 or 3 years ago, so I try to avoid that the best I can now. I feel like I went a bit of a tangent, but I hope that answers your question. Assumption, you are actually really tall. Yeah! Yeah, that's right. I think that's as simple as I can put it. Yeah, you bang on the money, Francesca. Spot on. Definitely really correct with that statement. The first thing that immediately popped in my head is a legendary beef between you and Lewis Clark. So what happened? Did y'all squash it? Did you just both go your separate ways with no real conclusion? Do you regret those? Again, fucking legendary videos. Well, I appreciate that, Regina. And then Regina's went on to say that whole saga was one of the favorites on YouTube, period. I mean, that's sick, to be fair. That is very sick. I didn't really think that much of it at the time. I didn't think it was going to be like something people still brought up from a few years ago, but I definitely do think that that whole situation is potentially the biggest thing on my channel in terms of like, you can go back and watch it. I don't know, maybe I'm talking shit. And the real answer is, I think we both said everything about each other that we could have ever said. If you don't know who I'm talking about here, there was a channel called Lewis Clark from a few years ago. I had like 800 subscribers when I first made a video about them, and I basically said that they were making videos, like exploring videos that were fake, and it really wasn't that deep at first. And then with a lot of back and forth, I think it did get a bit more personal, and I found out a lot more about him that I really didn't like, which was a lot more deeper stuff that you realistically wouldn't hear me really talk about now. now. And that kind of carried on for like a year and a half, 2 years maybe. And yeah, I think, like I said, I think we just said everything there was to say about each other. I think if we did carry on, it would have just been us arguing into air at that point. Like, it wouldn't even make a difference anymore. I would love to maybe do like a sit down, like talk thing with him one day, and we can kind of like talk about it all. And I imagine there'd probably be quite a few arguments in it. So if that would be something that you'd be interested in seeing, and seeing if we maybe squash a beef, I don't know what would happen, to be honest. But if you do want to see that, do let me know. I want to do a bunch more different videos like that, and I actually have like I was gonna say a show. It's definitely not a show, but I have a concept for my videos that I kind of want to make like a reoccurring thing at one point that are going to be very similar to the videos you see me talking about, the exact same topics you see me talk about, but it'll also be with someone else, and I have a little idea of how I can make them videos. So that really isn't related to the question, but I thought I'd put that out there, so be wary, that might be coming soon. Assumption, you actually really like reacting to Nick Ricardo, but the viewers don't, so you pretend not to like him. I don't really think I pretend not to like him. I think if anything, my last couple of videos talking about Nick Ricardo have been quite complimentary. I've actually said that I get it, he's playing a character and he puts a shift in, which I do genuinely believe, by the way. That's not me just making, well, it is kind of me making a joke, but I do believe it. So I definitely don't think I pretend not to like him, but I definitely don't pretend not to like his videos, okay? His videos are a shambles, okay? I don't watch his videos outside of these. I definitely don't actually like watching them. But him as a person, I definitely don't dislike at all. I think he's found a very weird way of making money, and fair enough. He's doing his thing, isn't he? And it's easy for me to make videos about, so it's a win-win situation for me. I think the only time you'll actually see me properly criticizing Nick Ricardo, where it's not just me taking the piss and saying his videos are a bit cringe, is when he says stuff like, oh, I'm getting evicted, but I don't even know why, even though he records his videos screaming at 4 o'clock in the morning and all that stuff, okay? That's probably the only time you'll really see me properly criticizing him. But yeah, I hope that answers your question, pal. I'm curious about your thoughts on why people like Trisha, who base their fame on hate following and bad publicity, continue to clearly flourish on our platforms, yet so much of their public identity surrounds trying to get rid of them. Is it possibly our fault for giving it attention, or are we actually doing what we can to deplatform bigotry? Sorry, that's kind of long and not funny, lol. Don't you worry, Lucinda. I think it's actually a good little question, a good little thing to talk about. Like, I can see why people say that when you make videos on these people and you give them attention, that's kind of what they want, and it does help them flourish slightly. I do get that. But then if you don't address the things that these people are doing, these horrible, horrible things in some cases, especially with people like Trisha, it's just gonna carry on and get worse, okay? As much as she likes bad publicity, she clearly gets really riled up and really annoyed and really defensive when people claim that she's doing something wrong. Which, when you think about it, has resulted in stopping to do certain things. Like the whole DID thing, she stopped pretending to have alters after people started calling her out. Like, she didn't exactly address it properly, she didn't apologize, she didn't really take any accountability for that, but she did stop making the videos, which is better than her carrying on making them videos. And as for the first part of your question, when you're talking about people who are like Trisha, who base their fame on hate following and bad publicity, I think there's actually a right way to go around that. Because at the end of the day, a lot of these YouTubers are playing characters, and some people do play like the bad guy role and like the villain or whatnot, where they really don't particularly hurt anyone, they're just a bit of a dick, you know, a bit annoying. But then there are people like Trisha, like Jake Paul, like Jeffree Star, who actually do shit that just isn't right, and it isn't just you playing a bad guy role anymore, you are just being a knobhead. So my thought process on people like that is that there are certain people who can play the bad guy role that I can actually rate, and I think they're doing a good job of it, and people are hating them, which is helping them in the process. But then on the other hand, there's people who just take it too far, where it's not even just fun anymore, they're not just playing a role anymore, that's just how they are. So I hope that answers your question, okay? I tried my best, I promise. Assumption, you sometimes neglect your mental health in order to get that YouTube quota you've set for yourself. Now, the reason why I'm actually going to answer this is because I do see a lot of comments on my videos, especially when I do these things like saying I'm going to upload daily for X amount of days from you guys, which, by the way, I do actually really appreciate this. It's very nice of you guys. But a lot of you do comment on the videos saying, like, don't push yourself too hard, like, focus on your mental health, don't overwork yourself just to get videos out, and like I said, really appreciate it. But I do want to say, I promise you, I'm not doing that, okay? I do genuinely really enjoy making these videos, and I wake up every day enjoying making these videos and getting them out, and that's kind of why I want to do it daily. If I didn't enjoy it, I just wouldn't do it, simply. So I do really appreciate people looking out, but I promise you, I'm enjoying myself, okay? I'm as happy as can be right now. Assumption, you have a favorite recently tinged pink, previously white piece of clothing you wear almost every day. Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, the most annoying part is I didn't read these beforehand, and I just so happened to be wearing it now. Oh, for fuck. Okay, you got me. Yes, I accidentally dyed my white top pink, and I think it looks better pink now, so I like wearing it, okay? Is that a problem? I watched your mystery box video yesterday, and it was so refreshing and funny. Will you be making more videos like that with your friends in the future? Well, Rosetta, it's funny you say that. With that video in particular, I will do more stuff like that in the future, but I want to keep it kind of rare, you know? I do enjoy making them videos, but I don't want to overdo it. But like I said earlier, I do have a new little series idea that is going to be with friends, but it's going to be more related to the type of videos I'm doing right now, with the topics I'm talking about right now. So I think you guys might enjoy it a lot more if you're currently liking the videos I'm posting right now. So yeah, I'm always thinking about doing like different type of videos like that. Maybe just one at a time, because then I do just get confused when I start focusing on too many things. Why did you remove a bunch of videos? The ones that come to mind are the Chris Ingham videos, but I know there's a bunch more. Well, it's actually very interesting. I've seen a few people ask this before in the comments, and I can give you a very simple answer, really. Basically, at one point in my YouTube career, about a year ago maybe, and for like the year beyond that as well, literally every single video I uploaded to YouTube would just get demonetized instantly. And in fact, a lot of these videos actually get taken down, specifically the ones I do on these like TikTok reactors. So quite a few of the videos you've seen that I removed from my channel are videos that I had to remove from my channel, or I just simply was going to get my whole channel demonetized and I would earn absolutely nothing, not even a single penny from these videos, which has actually happened to a lot of people I know now. So I'm kind of glad I did it, because realistically, I wouldn't really be able to make these videos especially as much if I didn't get paid for them, okay? Because it's a job at the end of the day. So unfortunately, that's just the way YouTube works, okay? YouTube fully cracked down on my channel at one point and made it a shitstorm, and it probably was the most stressful time of my life. So hopefully that does answer your question. I assume you will not be able to upload daily until the end of the year. Well, I'm glad you have hope in me. Well, I assume differently, okay? I reckon I can do it. I generally am enjoying it so much right now. So unless something like really bad happens within like the next couple of weeks or so, I think we'll get there. And I think I might actually carry it on afterwards, especially like maybe like 5 or 6 times a week, you know? So Stefania Z, I think you're wrong, alright? How does that feel? Alright, so the next one we've got Trisha and you secretly hooking up. Okay, right, I think we're scraping the barrel now. I think it's the perfect time to end the video. But yeah, if you did enjoy this very different style of video, please do let me know in the comment section down below. It won't be something that I particularly do that often, but especially me uploading daily, I feel like it'd be nice to shot a few videos like this here and there. Something a little bit different, you know? Especially like right now today, when there really wasn't that much to talk about. It was either do a video like this that I really wanted to do, or do a video talking about Jake Paul's fight, and trust me, no one wants to see MARKIE pretend to be a boxing analyst. But yeah, like I said, if you did enjoy, please do leave a like down below, leave a comment, let me know you enjoyed it, and most of all, please scroll down and subscribe, okay? It would make my day. Also, like I've been saying, we're uploading daily up until the end of the year, so if you do want to be notified when these videos go out, the best way to do it is turn on the post notifications, then you get notified each time. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing another video very similar to this, maybe slightly different, maybe in like a week or so, but I'll actually get you guys involved over on Instagram. So like I said, go over to @MARKIE on Instagram or Twitter, and you can be involved there as well. And yeah, until tomorrow, I guess I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, bye.